Welcome to Rap Industries, where we talk about music choices. I'm your host, Jamal.
And I'm your co-host, Johnny. In this episode, we're going to talk about music coaches and how you can choose good music.
Let's jump in now. So, Johnny, our first topic is about the famous Tupac Shakur. So tell me, what do you know about him so far?
So I know that he was born in June 16th, 1971, and died by gunshot on September 13th, 1996.
It's the other way around, but you are correct. He was also known by his stage names, Tupac and Makalave. He was also an American rapper and actor. He was regarded as one of the greatest and most influential rappers of all time. And his academics regard him as one of the most influential music artists of the 20th century. And he was also a prominent and political activist for Black America. And in addition to his music career, Tupac also wrote poetry and started movies. So,
like Ice Cube.
Yeah, that's what's up.
Mm-hmm.
So, even though he was in poetry and started movies, he was also one of the best-selling music artists, having sold more than 75 million.
Dang. That's quite a bit.
Records worldwide.
That's quite a bit.
I know, right? His lyrical content has been noted for addressing social injustice, political issues, and the marginalization of other African Americans. But he was also synonymous with gangster rap and violent lyrics.
Yeah, I've heard that he was
Do you not get the concept?
he was gang affiliated, and he was in a really bad neighborhood.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But listen to this, it's about to blow your mind. Tupac was born in New York City to parents who were both political activists for Black Panther Party members. Relocated to Baltimore in 1984 and to San Francisco Bay Area in 1988. With the release of his debut album, Tupacalypse, now in 1991, he became a central figure in the West Coast hip-hop for his conscious rap and political rap lyrics. Amaro achieved further critical and commercial multi-platinum success with his follow-up albums Strictly for My N-I-G-G-A-Z 1993 and Me Against the Road 1995, his Diamond certified album All Eyes on Me in 1996, the first double-length album in hip-hop history, abandoned his introspective lyrics for Poetic Justice 1999. Above the Rim 1994, Bullet 1996, Gridlocked 1997, and Gang Related 1977. So back to what you said. He was gang related.
Yeah, he was, and I can see that he's also a Christian or something. He was a religious guy.
Do you not get the concept?
Yeah. I bet. Oh, he was also with Dr. Dre and Snoop Dogg. Then that means he's very famous.
Yeah, he's pretty famous. And those were all the things I just listed right there.
Yeah.
Were movies that you were in.
All those were movies.
Yes. And turns out after all those he turned those movies into like songs. Like California Love, Changes, Dear Mama, Hear Melly, Keep Your Head Up, Hit 'Em Up, Ambition Is, As Rita, All Eyes on Me, Ghetto Gospel, Do It for Love, So Many Tears, To Live in the End, and more. Alongside his solo career, Shakur was also part of a group, Thug Life, and collaborating with artists like Snoop Dogg, Dr. Dre, and Outlawz.
That's nice.
During his later part of his career, Shakur was shot 5 times in the lobby of a New York recording studio. He experienced legal troubles, including incineration. He served 8 months in prison on sexual abuse charges, but was released pending on appeal of his conviction in 1995. Following his release, he signed he signed to Martin Suge Knight's label, Death Row Records, and became heavily involved in the growing East Coast, West Coast hip hop rivalry. On September 7th, 1996, Shocker was shot 4 times by unidentified assailants in a drive-by shooting in Las Vegas.
That's freaking crazy. Holy smokes.
He died 6 days later. Following his murder, the notorious B.I.G. was considered a suspect due to their public feud.
I've never heard of that. So the notorious Big
was considered a suspect.
A suspect.
For
That
his
was,
murder.
as a matter of fact, that was actually one of his friends.
Yeah, actually, yeah.
Yeah, that was one of his friends, and he was a suspect. I mean, well, there was a diss that Tupac did on Biggie.
Yeah.
So that must have been, I don't know. I don't know why he was a suspect too.
Yeah. Due to their public feud. He was also murdered in another drive-by 6 months later in March 1997.
Yeah, I heard about that.
While visiting Los Angeles on September 22nd. In 1996, a peace summit was convened at Moscow, Maryland by Louis Farrakhan in his response to his assassination. So, what we know so far right now is that
So I know that
Yeah.
Biggie.
Do you not get the concept?
I know that Biggie. I know that Biggie was murdered, but I didn't know that he was also murdered with a drive-by. That's pretty crazy.
I know 6 months later too.
Mm-hmm.
But in his response to the assassination, Sakura's double-length posthumous album, Greatest Hits 1998, is one of his 2 releases and only one of 9 hip-hop albums to have been certified diamond in the United States. 5 more albums have been released since Shaka's death, including his critically acclaimed Potter's album, The Dawn Kilimati, The Day 7 Theory 1996, under his stage name McKelvey, all of which have been certified multi-platinum in the United States. In 2002, so when the 2000s, Shaka was inducted into the Hip Hall of Fame in 2017. He was inducted into Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in his first year of eligibility. I have no idea how to say that word.
Alright, so that's pretty nice. From that, I could tell that he was very influential. That he was put into like the Rap Hall of Fame.
Well, yeah. So Rolling Stone ranked Shaka among 100 greatest artists of all time. In 2023, he was awarded a Popular Star on Hollywood Walk of Fame. His influence in music, activist songwriting, and other areas of culture has been the subject of academic study. So he made it all the way to 2023. It's 2024 right now.
Dang, he's a pretty famous guy. Even
make
though he
it-
went through centuries, I mean through decades.
I know, right? So, who's your favorite rapper of all time, John?
Finally, Kendrick Lamar Duckworth.
Hey, that's tough. All right, so since we know your favorite artist, what's the song that you just like vibe to?
Heart Part 6.
Heart 6. I've never heard of that one. But
Yeah,
personally,
it was made in in the album of GNX.
all right.
Yeah.
In my opinion, I think "Not by Us" by Kendrick Lamar or "Turn the TV Off"
Mm-hmm.
is a good song.
Turn the TV. I also like Squabble Up.
Oh yeah, that's what's up. You know Kendrick Lamar Duckworth? That's his full name?
Yeah, I said that.
My bad, I didn't hear you. He was born June 17th, 1987. And he's an American rapper and a songwriter, regarded as one of the most
Do you not get the
influential
concept?
hip-hop artists of his generation. So,
Yeah, I could tell because I remember the diss. I remember the diss was just like a year ago from now.
He's like Tupac.
Yeah, Tupac, but just in the 20th century.
21st century. Yeah.
21st century, I mean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Anyways,
he was the most influential hip-hop artist of his generation and one of the greatest rapper of all time. He is known for his technical artistry and complex songwriting. He was awarded the 2018 Pulitzer Prize for his music, becoming the first musician outside of classical jazz genres to receive the honor. Lamar began releasing music under the stage name K-Dot while he was attempting high school. He signed to Top Dog Entertainment in 2005, where he co-founded the hip-hop surgroup Black Hippie. Following the success of his alternative rap debut album Section 80 in 2011, Lamar secured a joint contract with Dr. Dre's Aftermath. So, Dr. Dre was also one of the people that Tupac worked in the studio with. So that's
yeah, Dr. Dre even helped Eminem, 50 Cent, even Dr. Dre. I mean, what? Never mind. Kendrick Lamar. He also helps. What else? Who else?
I think those are all the people he helped, but he was really old to make it from
50. He's
Do you
about
not
50.
get the concept?
Dang. So back to what I'm saying. He rose to prominence with his gangsta rap influenced second album, Good Kid, Mad City in 2012, which became the longest charting hip-hop studio album in the Billboard 2000s chart history. Rolling Stone named it the greatest concept album of all time. Lamar's third album, To Pimp a Butterfly, in 2015, infused hip-hop with historical African-American music genres such as jazz, funk, and soul. Become the first of his 5 consecutive #1 albums on the Billboard 200 chart. It was one of the most critically acclaimed albums of the 2010s. In 2015, Lamar generated his first #1 song on the Billboard Hot 100. After featuring on the remix of Taylor Swift's Bad Blood, his critical and commercial success continued with R&B and pop learning fourth album, Damn, 2017. Yielding his second Hot 100 #1 single, Humble. He created original songs for the soundtrack album of 2018 film Black. Wait, yeah. So
Will, what that is?
going back, a few words back. You know the
Do you
song
not
Humble?
get the concept?
Yeah.
Be humble. Sit down. Be humble. That was also one of my favorite songs. Do you know? In 2018 film Black Panther, earning a nomination for Academy Award for the Best Original Song for the US and UK. Top 10 single All Stars with SZA. He also has received various accolades throughout his career, including 17 Grammy Awards, the third most won by a rapper. So he's in third, but he's a great influence. Also, a Primetime Emmy Award, a Brit Award, 4 American Music Awards, 6 Billboard Music Awards, 11 MTV Video Music Awards, including 2 Video of the Year wins, and 37 BET Hip Hop Awards, the most won by any artist. Time listed him as one of the most 100 influential rappers in the world in 2016. So, he was also one of amongst the highest gross rap tours in history. 3 his works were included in Rolling Stone's 2020 revision of 500 greatest albums of all time. Outside of music, Lamar co-founded the creative company PG Lane and ventured into films with his creative partner Dave Free.
Do you not get the concept?
So this wraps up the episode of Rap Industries. We hope you enjoyed our discussion on music choices. We want to say a big thank you to our guest Johnny for sharing insights with us.
You're welcome.
And of course, thanks to all of you turning in. We'd love to hear from you if you enjoyed today's show. You can connect with us on social media, letting us know your thoughts, questions, or topics for future episodes. Until next time, this is Jamal signing off.